everybody, and welcome to this playthrough for Master Division for the Coven Trials Tournament here in Gold Clash, the game. This playthrough is a little bit special. This because I do not use replays of the Cursed Swamp. I'm using replays for the Sunshine Glades. The difference between them is that the Sunshine Glades is played during the day and the Cursed Swamp is played during the evening. What I mean with that is it's the same course, it's just that the skins are looking different when we are playing. So I felt like it's better to do something than nothing for free for you all, and I hope that's going to be appreciated. For those of you that do want the most detailed content there is on the market to give you an edge over your opponent, free to play balls and pay balls, you know, mix it together or play just whatever you prefer. Patreon.com/GoldClashTommy, link in the description down below. You can scan the QR code. Also make sure to have a packet for the upcoming tour rotation where it's gonna go live here for the next season 80. If you do enjoy the free content here on the channel, never forget to hit the thumbs up, also subscribe to support, and then turn on the notifications. Last but not least, we do have the information on the right hand side, club distance adjustment, elevation adjustment, also what ball and club type I suggest you to play with. Now let's go to hole number 1. On hole number 2, we are starting with a Spartan ball if we have that possibility, because that's a ball that has power 4, side spin 0. That allows us to set the spins, which is backspin only, and then our aim point as well. If you do not have the Spartan ball, we do recommend to start with a basic ball to set the spins without having any accidental side spin. We're looking to do 1.1 backspin, which is 2 clicks more than 1 backspin. Adjust 1 to 1 minus 1, and we are in this angle into the yellow angle, and we're doing 2 clicks of left curl. So adjust 1 to 1 minus 1 means that I'm adjusting 6.6 rings for 7.6 miles per hour. The ball clips the rough and rolls up onto the green and dropping dead center for the hole-in-one. The aim point is P4 min line. Pack the sniper to allow for a simple min line find with our QB. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/GolfClashTommy for the best guides on the market and a perfect start for the new season in Golf Clash. On the drive here on hole number 7, option 1, starting with a QB and a maul-in ball, P0 max rest. We do 1 left spin and a hard 2 backspin. We are then swapping to a poke and sniper bag. Sorry, it doesn't have to be hard 2 backspin, it's on the approach, so just ignore that. We're gonna do a 2 backspin and then 1 left spin. Swapping to any win 5 ball that has power 0 to power 3, side spin 2 plus win 5 ball. 1.5 ball of left curl just before circle drop, and we're looking to be somewhere around 274 to 279 yards. On the second shot, we are playing based off a drive distance. We're setting a hard 2 backspin and a little bit more than 1 left spin. 1.2 left spin is how I judge that. Now, white ring to the right by the rough line with the tip of the ball guideline to go 1 green square past, being just left of the line between the dark and the bright green square row. If you're not pleased with the tip of the ball guideline, then make sure to respin the left spin, but always keep the aim point because we're playing into a funnel. So if you're moving your aim point, you're gonna essentially move yourself either out of the funnel or just into a different position, and I don't really know if that's gonna be playing the same. Here, this is the 1 click of OP angle. We are adjusting 1 to 1 minus 0.2 in all winds, and we are then using 1 click of overpower in this angle, otherwise nothing, just center ball, and we're dropping this one nicely dead center for the eagle. Once again, ball guideline position is absolutely key, combined with the aim point. If you're off with those type of things, it doesn't matter how good this funnel is, you're still going to miss. So make sure to be practicing this one if you do feel that you otherwise will struggle to finding the references. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the link in the description down below for premium guides for this new season in Golf Clash. On hole number 3, we are going to send it stretch out to max with a P5 wind 0 ball. You can see that we have the right side of the white ring to be where the dark rough meets the sand. We are then setting 2 topspin boost and 1 left with our Apocalypse level 8, 2.1 with Apocalypse level 7, and 3.0 with Apocalypse level 6. This is the yellow angle, and we're going to come to that in a little bit. Adjust is going to be max plus 20 P0 for the difference between the wind and 13 miles per hour. So here we adjust 5.5 rings. Then we're going to pull back based off wind strength. So when it comes to wind strength, we're pulling back, in the high winds we're pulling back 2 yards, in the mid winds we're pulling back 1 yard, and in the low winds we're not pulling back anything. This to make sure that we are landing in a good place. You can see that the ball bounces and it will either clip the rough or bounce over the rough. And if it's not clipping the rough, it's most likely going to be at the back of the green for a wedge. Or if it clips the rough, it's either going to be on the green or it's going to be short. Obviously, there is a risk for the ball to be in the rough by the green. Then just use the information that is on the slide to get yourself there. The wedge, we do recommend to play with no spin all the time, and the reason we do that is because using the top spin boost wedge may not be possible from certain places depending on where you roll out to. Sure, you can still try, and I've listed a suggested adjustment for that in the guide, but I will myself be more focused on the no spin to a start if I'm not having a very good landing area. So make sure to scrub the landing area if your intention is to play with a top spin boost. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the description down below for a perfect start of the new season in Golf Clash. Oh, we go for the hole in one. Hole number 1, we are starting with any P3 side spin 4 ball. As Kingslayer is perfect to start with. We are P3 max stress, looking at the second bounce to be just before it shows disappearing into the sand. Then we're doing a 5 backspin and 4 left spin. We're doing a hard 5 backspin, shall add as well, which is that we are going past 5 and then back. Adjust max plus 20 P0, which is 1-to-1 with a POC 8, and then we're using the small signs as our reference. This is the yellow angle, and we're looking to do 0.6 ball of left curl. Make note of the circled in reference that we do have on the guide to be accurate with the curl. Perfect ball jumps over the bunker, and we are going to have a very good chance coming in for a hole in one on this part 4. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the link in the description down below for a perfect start for the new season in Golf Clash. Take your game to the next level with our ultimate tournament text guide for expert and master division for the Coven Trials Tournament here in Golf Clash the game. We are providing, as always, world-class text guides for you to enjoy the tournament even more in this game. We're giving you detailed adjustments on how to attack the pin, but most importantly, it's easy way for you to qualify from the qualifying round to the opening round, then from the opening round to the weekend round. You can choose to play free-to-play balls or paid balls or a mix of it. We do have something for each and every one. So regardless what type of player you are, if you like to enjoy the tournaments a little bit more and at the same time learn to become a better tournament player, join the largest guide community on the market with us in Team Tommy. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the link in the description down below. Call patreon.com/golfclashtommy and you sign up today. On the drive here on hole number 6, option 1, this is a left side play. Stretch out to max with rock 9 and a P5 ball, white ring to the right by the rough line. We're then setting all the top spin and 1 right spin. Then we are swapping, let's say like this, the ultimate way, which is also going to be suggested in the guide, to always start with a P5, win 5, side spin 1 ball, or side spin 1 plus ball. That will then make you obviously have the correct wind for the adjust. So then you're going to adjust with the P5 ball, then you decide if you want to swap to a P4 or a P3 ball after you have made your adjustment. Simple wind angle tweaks here. The intention is to clip this first part of the rough, like the more darker part, instead of the lighter part, and then roll up to approximately 405 yards. If you do get the longer rollout, make sure to just read the info box. It plays exactly the same in terms of how we set up our target and such. The only difference is that we're doing a slightly different adjustment. On the second shot with the standard length on our drive, we are boxing the blue ring and the red ring. So we have the blue ring where the rough meets fairway, and then red ring where the brighter rough meets the darker rough. Then we're going to apply topspin, so I have the ball guideline to go just short of the hole. And from then +4 and +5, we are going to have a custom base table where we do have in the low winds, it's 1 to 1 minus 0.1. In the mid and the high winds, it's 1 to 1. This is the blue angle. You see we have the big tree there in the background, where what we can use as a reference. So if we have at the tree, it's just circle break on the power, right of the tree, circle break on the power with 1 click of left. And if we would be right of the tree, that would be circle break on the power and 1 right. Now, I have not seen that wind angle, the red one. It's just an estimation. So the slide will only have 2 wind angles to start with. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy for a perfect start on the new season in Golf Clash. On hole number 5, this is a sand bump option, which is safe with grades. We are starting with the rock, level 9 at P0 max rest. For those of you that do have rock, level 8 needs to start with a power 1 ball to be at the bottom of +1. And then we are going to set the spins. It's going to be a hard 7 top spin with 1.7 right spin. Now the right spin isn't, superb, but it works very nicely. So I would recommend to go into practice and then just alternate the right spin based off if you're missing. I mean, if you're dropping, then all good. But if you are missing left, then I would add more right spin. If I'm missing right, I would reduce right spin slightly. In this wind angle, we're going to have circle, a drop, +1 click of overpower. Adjust is going to be, I'm gonna take the adjust at the end of the video here, but if we do have a more wind angle, it's more left, more crosswind, we're gonna do circle drop instead. And we are going to have the third one, which is going to be circle drop +1 click of right. So very simple wind angle tweak, so to speak, and this sand bump has been really good in practice. What I do, when it comes to the adjustment, all right, listen, so if you do have Thor's Hammer level 8, then all good. Then you can adjust with the Thor's Hammer level 8 all the way, take the shot. If you do have Thor's Hammer level 6 or level 7, we want you to adjust with the rock, and with the rock level 9 before you then swap to Thor's Hammer. So you're going to adjust the table that we do have in the guide with the rock level 9, and then you swap to the Thor's Hammer level 6 or level 7 after that. That will make sure that we are doing the right thing. Adjustment in the low winds is 1 to 1 minus 0.1. In the mid and the high winds, 1 to 1. Super simple. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy for the best guys on the market. On the drive here on hole number 4, option 1, as we do have a slight little headwind, we are going to lay up, and we are going to do what we did in the last Halloween tournament, or something close to it. We did have a different wind angle, but it's a similar type of play as there. P1 max rest, clearing to the right by the rough line with our QB. We're setting 2 top spin and 2 right spin, swapping to a POC, and then either B52 or we are going to play with B52 level 7 plus or Grizzly level 9. Adjust max plus 20 P0, and here we're just gonna center the ball. I know it's strange, because very often we use overpower or underpower or curl, but we're just gonna center the ball, hit perfect, the ball is gonna clip the rough there, and be somewhere around 283 yards. On the second shot, we are then remembering the drive distance we have. We're setting the position before spin, bullseye by the edge of the rough line, ball guideline arc to swirl, you know, where the swirl starts to be where the dark and the bright green square row meets, and then we're applying spins to have the ball guideline go 1.5 green square through the hole. Rather be heavier than lighter on the ball guideline through the hole. Adjust is going to be a custom adjust, so we're gonna base it as a 1-to-1 type of play. So when it comes to low winds, 1-to-1 minus 1.2, in the mid winds 1-to-1 minus 1.1, and that's also in the high winds, so 1-to-1 minus 1.1, and that is from 283 and 284 yards. Perfect ball, clips the rough, rolls into a funnel where I've been dropping great rights myself in practice also. So even if you do hit great, you still have a chance, even though it should be lucky, to get that one in the hole. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the link in the description down below for season 73 premium guides. On hole number 8, we're gonna play a rough bump. Start with the rocket and a navigator ball, or any ball that has power 1 and side spin 1. This to simplify the spins, as we then looking to play into a sticky spot by the green, inner ring by the rough line, ball guideline to hole. You may be wondering, why am I not going with QB here directly? Because I'm swapping the QB. It's because I do feel that QB and inner ring will be a little bit too high up, and then the yellow ring, QB and the yellow ring, will be a little bit too far back. So trying to find the happy medium here. So we make the adjustment, which is custom based. For 8.1 miles per hour, we play 7.2 rings, so 1-to-1 minus 0.9 in the mid and the high winds, 1-to-1 minus 0.8 in the low winds. This is a very pull angle dependent shot, even though we do have a sticky spot there. Too much 1201 is going to miss right, too much 1159 is going to miss left. But if you do get the pull angle correct, you do have some leeway as well with that and coming in nicely into the funnel. This is the wind angle that is, I mean, it is the yellow, but more towards the blue. So I played it as per blue due to the fact it was on the higher side, wind strength wise. On the drive here on hole number 9, we're going to take advantage of the tailwind by playing over the water on the left. Playing over on the left is definitely opens up for much more fun possibilities. We are having red ring by the rough line with a poke 8. A poke 7 should be 20% red in rough. A poke 5 and 6, 40% red in rough. Once you have adjusted max plus 20 P0, for those of you that do have an Apoc 7, needs to push up 2 yards. Apocalypse level 5 and 6 push up 4 yards, but Apocalypse level 5 and 6 also needs to swap to an extra mile level 9 to get a little bit more topspin to be able to reach over. You can see that little hole on that fairway. We are always bouncing there, which kind of makes the ball slow down, and I would say more or less all the time at the 437 yard mark. So this drive, in my opinion, are consistent. When it comes to great rights, that were fine. A great left can clip the rough, but you will always be on the fairway, and then you can decide if you want to go for it, or you can just go for a safe way of getting the eagle. On the second shot, we are going to do a fringe check where the fringe meets the green. Luckily, this drive is very consistent, so it's going to be somewhere around +2 to +4. Then we're looking to, before spin, inner ring by the rough line, tip of the ball guideline to go by the edge of the dark green square. Then we're applying spins, so the ball guideline go through the hole, but also going a little bit more than 2 green squares. It should go through the second green square, do not go light, because there is a risk in the most crosswind angle, which is the one I do have here on the video, and that's also why I chose this type of video. As you can see that we are getting there, but if we would be light on our topspin, or on our offset in that case, then we would be in some trouble in sense of coming short in line. In the low winds, we are doing circle break only, circle break on the power. In the mid winds, circle break and 1 click left curl, and in the high winds, it's circle break on the power and 2 clicks of left curl. That's what we're gonna do as our only tweaks here for hole number 9, second shot. Scan the QR code here on the screen, or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the link in the description down below. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this playthrough for Master Division with various wind for this tournament. I'm giving you my best advice on how to crush all the holes. If you do look for more content, you can find more free content on our website, golfclashtommy.com, or just browse the YouTube channel a little bit more. But for those of you that are looking to take that little extra step, then you go and search for our premium guides. You can get to the platform by scanning the QR code, or you use the link in the description down below called patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Join the largest guide community on the market for premium guides, and that is us. And we would like to offer you our help to improve your game. So sign up to any of our packages, try for yourself, and see how we will improve and make you have more fun with the game of Golf Clash. Thank you so much once again for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.